Hello everyone, this is the second Saturday of my spiritual musings, and I'm trying to stay consistent as requested by somebody in the comments on my first video. So lately the weather here in Singapore is terrible. It rains a lot throughout, there's little sun, and I also have a very important deliverable to finish in like 3 days. So I was telling myself, oh, why so much struggle? And then I thought, to struggle is human. But then I thought, is it only human or is it divine as well? Did the gods have to struggle? Did the people with divine powers have to struggle? And the answer is yes. How so? I'll give you 2 examples. Well, first of all, it is from the life of my favorite Hanumanji, and the second example is from his favorite, Bhagwan Ram. Starting with Hanumanji, his struggles, he forgot his own powers thanks to a curse. And then, after several years, perhaps a decade, he had to be reminded by somebody else what was his power, what was his potential, and what was his purpose, which is when he realized it again. So this happens when Kishkinda Khan ends in the last a verse, and then before Sundar Khan begins, where Jamvan says, kahi reechpati sunu Hanumana, ka chup sadhi reho balwana, pavan tanay bal pavan samana, बुद्धि विवेक विज्ञान निधाना, कवन सुकाज कठिन जग माही, जो नहीं हो ही तात तुम पाही, राम काज लगी तव अवतारा, सुनत हूँ भय हूँ पर्वताकारा. When Jamwant reminded Hanuman that he's the son of wind god, that what is it that he cannot do, and that he's born to fulfill Ram's kaj, Ram's work, Hanuman realized his powers. And then, increased in size, boosted his morale, and then decided to cross the ocean to find Sita. But his struggles didn't end there. Just as he started crossing the ocean, he had to overcome the obstacles that came in the way of first Sursa, then Singhika, then Lankini, and then after he found Mata Sita, he had to battle a lot of Rakshas, Gana, and also Ravan's son Akshay Kumar, whom he killed, then Meghnad, who used a Brahmastra on him, which Hanumanji had to honor and get caught, and then he had to face Ravan, who foolishly tried to set his tail on fire, which backfired because then Hanumanji used his same burning tail and set whole Lanka on fire, before returning to tell Lord Ram that he had found Goddess Sita. So that is like a temporary, or rather a sequence of events where Hanuman had to jump from struggle to struggle to struggle, and then the story is longer after. But it wasn't just Hanuman. It was also Lord Ram, who's a reincarnate of Vishnu himself, who was struggling throughout his life. Imagine he had to be crowned the king, and then suddenly he was exiled for no fault of his own, a punishment which he accepted graciously, and started living in forests with his wife and brother. But then what happened? His wife got abducted, and then he had to walk across India to try to find her, seek help from unknown people, form alliances, and then some people did not cooperate. For example, when Ram wanted to build a bridge and cross the ocean to with his army to defeat Ravan, the Samudra, which is the sea god, was not giving him way. There's another poem, a Hindi poem, that says, 3 दिवस तक पंथ मांगते रघुपति सिंधु किनारे, बैठे पढ़ते रहे छंद अनुनय के प्यारे प्यारे, उत्तर में जब एक नाद भी उठा नहीं सागर से, उठी अधीर धधक पौरुष से आग राम के शर से. So when his polite requests failed, Ram had to kind of threaten sea that fine, now I'll fight. And it was then that the sea decided to cooperate and help Ram and his army cross it. So that was one more struggle. But then throughout the war, Ravan was fighting on his home turf and was himself very powerful and well resourced, versus Ram was in a newer land with a newly assembled army. And one of the other lines says, Ravana Rati Birathara Gubira. But still, Ram was fighting, and towards the end of the war, Ram himself was very tired, fatigued, and in chinta, worry. So Ramayana mentions this episode as Tato Yuddha Parishrantam Samare Chintaya Sthitam Ravanam Chagrato Drishtva Yuddhaya Samupasthitam. So Ram ko chintit dekhkar, seeing Ram worried, sage Agastya appeared, and he decided to help Ram by giving him Aditya Hridaya Stotra. Sage Agastya said, Ram Ram Mahabaho Sunuguhyam Sanatanam Yen Vatse Nari Samare Vijayshasi. I will find the correct. I can't recall it, which is fine. The gist of that is what's see, I'm struggling with my memory now, old age. What Sage Agastya said was, Ram, I'm telling you a secret, which whoever nar chance, his Vijay is definite in war. And then Ram chants Aditya Hridaya Stotram, which is narrated after, gets sun god's blessings, and his spirit, his body is like revitalized, rejuvenated, and then he continues with the war and kills Ravan and wins. That was, again, continuation of the never-ending struggles that Lord Ram had to endure all his life. With that, I will, return to my own struggles of writing what I was writing. I want to finish my deliverables on time, rather before time. See you next Saturday on another spiritual musing. And next Saturday I will recall this shloka and improve the narration. Cool. Bye-bye.